Talk all you want, have all these grand ideas, create entire systems, entire religions. But then there's actually life. It's out there waiting. I consistently have put myself each year further and further into the unknown, pursuing this feeling, this something isn't right. There's something underneath this survival, this dread, this heaviness, this weight. Consistently each year, I've done something to pursue that and show people that it's not gone. That if you can just take a chance, then you can not only touch it, but be a part of it. Be it. It is you. That is you. And then you have an experience where you see what you really are at your core. And the biological chronicle of Luciana, or maybe of a girl. I'm not sure what to call it yet. From early childhood, there was this little series, little toy line I was obsessed with called Bionicle. And actually, it was a kind of like not an acronym, what's the word? A melding of the word biological and chronicle, bionicle. Um, and though I am not part mechanical, except for the A's, I suppose, I find that it's very fitting, the name. So I think I'll use that. Yeah, Biological Chronicle of a Girl, or Luciana, I'm not sure yet. One of those. Um, Speaking on that little thing from when I was a child, that little series, one of the biggest things that always caught my attention was just like the freedom. There's this little game. I remember it. I mean, I still play it sometimes. I found it a year or two ago and just started replaying it. And then the nostalgia was just like, oh, yes. Um, it was called Motunui Online Game. The second one, particularly, because that has a female protagonist. I didn't know at the time, but there was a number one and number two. Um, and I started with the second one. It was The Adventures of Holly, and she was the chronicler. And the chronicler's job was to go around the island and explore and basically like, collect stories and chronicle things, um, and like explore, just the universe of Bionicle. They didn't call it that. They didn't call themselves Bionicle. Um, but I just remember like God, one of the I didn't realize at the time, but one of the things that just really stuck with me was like the freedom in just being able to just go, just roam anywhere at your leisure, like explore and you know create this little story just because it was fun. um, sightseeing and the friends that you made and like, the little things that you could see and experience. That was what it was like. The whole thing was about. There's an underlying like story behind it, but like, God, just exploring um, really, really stuck out, and it's still with me to this day. Like it's something that has inspired me to this day. Um, and I just have been wondering for the past few years now how to do that. I've actually been on several different adventures doing this in an attempt to get closer to this freedom, this inner light. Um, I didn't realize that what I was doing was getting closer to me. I was searching for me. At first, it started out with, well, I was going to say first it started out with my adventures in Colorado and New England. I went to walk the trails, the Colorado Trail and the one of the New England trails, Massachusetts through Connecticut or vice versa. But actually, it probably started way sooner with the military. Um, that was the first like into the unknown kind of adventure. Um, and that was like I went to Texas, New Mexico, um, Ohio. It was kind of a boring adventure, but it was worth it in the end. And then when I got out, I found that I had this like intense like desire to start. There's something about that freedom that kept coming back, that light. I didn't quite understand, um, but I was like, I don't know what this feeling is, but I need to go on adventures. I need to pursue this. I need to like do something about it. So over the next since 2020, honestly, um, over the next few years, I started going. I started just doing these like crazy adventures. Um, the first actual time that I really like went out and just fully, balls to the walls was um, New England and Colorado because what I did was without any like, hiking experience, without ever being really outside of my home state except for the military, which that didn't really count. I mean, it was on a base the entire time. I explored, but it wasn't. I don't know. Um, I was like, there is a level of like adventure to life that there's something like there. Everybody is like in survival mode. All the people around me. I I left home for the military, on this like grand quest to like become a man, essentially. Funny how that turns out. Going to try and be what you're not reveals what you are. Um, but I did this. I went out and came back, and shit kind of hit the fan with everybody. It was like fresh out of high school, pretty much, and oh, there was something different. Everybody was not doing so hot. Um, I mean, it was what's expected, though. I had a few friends that had been struggling with homelessness. There was depression. There was, we were getting these jobs and trying to start our lives. A few other ones joined the military as well. And I got back and it was just like, oh shit, what's hey guys, are we supposed to be like having fun? Like we were having fun before. What's going on here? Um, and they weren't. It was turning a little bit, more serious. Like we had to focus on, I guess, being ourselves or not being ourselves. Surviving, because no more fun times. High school was done. Um, our families like pushed us out into the world, or we were forcibly taken out into the world. I luckily had well, there was a bit of a push as well for me. Car accidents and losing jobs and everything, and having to relocate to a different city before the military, kind of is a push. Uh, but like, I was just like perturbed because there was such like there was a certain spark that was flowing out of everybody, and I could tell it like immediately, and it was upsetting. So I was like, oh, that put even more pressure. I was like, these inspirations I'm having for like adventures and stuff, um, I'm a lot more inspired to do them halfway, like to show people, show my friends, particularly like, these people that are important to me and I care about. Um, the fun times aren't over. Um, not a, that's a bad way to word it. The times when the summer of life, was, I don't know, like just that light, that lightness, that brightness, that feeling of just just peace and adventure and fun. It was still there. Like, don't forget about it. Don't be like in the fucking movies where, people forget about their dreams and, oh, God. Words are so stupid. Words are so stupid. They're pathetic. They can't do. I, it's like trying to pick up a barbell and you're using like your pinky finger, like a 150-pound barbell weight thing, and you're using your pinky finger. Words. What really gets people's attention is doing. Um, at least that's what gets my attention these days. The last part of this video, I am I am preparing. I am preparing for, don't quite know yet. I've done this so many times that I just wonder when I'll have enough, like, punishment. Just give it up. But it feels like an adventure, the adventure, maybe. I'm preparing for it. The one where I'm me and not the quester, the instead the adventure, maybe. No, maybe. That is it. The quest, the adventure. I'm preparing.